Hey, so today I'm doing a video about the SisterHood season premiere, episode 1. This show was about 5 women, preachers' wives in Atlanta, that just want to show their life of being a preacher's wife and show, I guess, the world that they have lives just like everybody else. They're like they just want to show people that they put on they pants legs just one at a time like everybody else. They have ratchetness and drama and everything else just like everybody else. Anyway, let's get on with this. Like, first of all, I don't know whose soul they trying to save showing this show, but I'm keep watching. See whose soul they say watching this. Anyway, the SisterHood, it starts off with Christina Murray and Anthony Murray. They're the couple with the mega church in Atlanta. If you don't know what a mega church is is like a church like Joel Osteen, P.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar, them kind of churches. I don't too much care for those churches because I feel like the pastor don't get to really know his members, what are those people and stuff like that. I don't think you get to see really a real relationship with your pastor. You might know who you are, but I don't think that's like a real relationship when you have so many members like that. That's my opinion. But anyway, Christina and Anthony, they have a church. They have 2 daughters that they show so far. And after the service, the father was asking the little girl that he told the little girl he seen a picture in her phone, so that do she have a boyfriend? And of course they're going to say no to their parents. Even if they do, they're preacher's kids, and they're going to say no. So yeah. Then we have Tara and Brian. They're the fitness people. They are new to Atlanta. She's Black, he's Jewish. He makes it very clear when people call him white to say he's Jewish. So yeah. They're new in Atlanta. They not really been there long. They got fired from the first church they was at because they were in L.A. or California somewhere. Oh, no, Beverly Hills, because I read that on the internet. But they were in Beverly Hills, and then they got transferred to Atlanta. Then they got fired from the church 6 weeks after being there because they said that they have differences of how the church should be going or something like that. But how do you come to a new church and try to make some rules within 6 weeks? The people don't even know you in 6 weeks, so boo, sit down. But yeah, they're weird. That's the weird couple. Then you have Ivy, and I forgot her husband's name, but they have the Emmanuel Church. Their church is more like the working class and the not so working class. So, like the everyday kind of family, that church. Anyway, yeah, they have a little small baby. Then they were having dinner, and I don't know if it was their anniversary or whatever, but she bought him some cufflinks, and he bought her some handcuffs and told her to come to the bed with just that on, I think some heels. But I know it was just some handcuffs. And so they just tried to say that they the freaky couple, that they still get they freak on even though she's a pastor's wife. Christina and Anthony is... Oh, that's the one. She had a dinner at her house. No, Chris, the one the beginning one. They had a dinner at their house, and they invited who was it? They invited Ivy and her husband and Tara and her husband because they wanted to get to know Tara since she was new, and they wanted her to be introduced to other wives or whatever. So they all having dinner, and they're talking first. Anthony brings up to Brian, like, do people trip about you guys, the color about you guys or whatever? And he was like, no. Well, he said both of their parents don't agree. And she was like, I don't understand because my mom always dated outside her race, so I didn't understand when we did, and then yada, yada, yada. So then, all of a sudden, the conversation was just going way like, what the hell? Because Brian just started talking about him and her and about being interracial, and then he started saying something about a Mary Jane real or Mary Jane something, unless the police been called to your house. Boo boo. No, 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 no. I've been with my dude for 13 years. Not once have a police been called to my house on no bull, BS, drama, ghetto, ratchet, whatever. That is not nothing about, thank you. Stop, and you a preacher said, maybe it's just me. But their whole relationship is weird. I don't know. They just weird. Like, she just look like, they just try to look like they try to put their beliefs on everybody else, even if theirs not right, their beliefs not right. They just give me this weird vibe. Anyway, now introducing Dominique. Dominique Scott, she's a preacher's wife. I forgot her husband's name too. But yeah, she's a preacher's wife. They had to close their church down due to finances because she said both of them didn't know how to manage right or whatever. But she has a store and all this other stuff. So why do you have a store / beauty salon / jewelry / make? I don't know. It was just too much in one store. But why is that still up and running but the church not up and running? Or why didn't y'all have church in your house? Because back in California, when I was little, if the church was open, my grandparents, they had church in their living room. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. So I don't know how much they in their faith where they church just wasn't in their house. Then they go to have church with Christina and her husband. I guess they invited them to see their little mega church, and she was like, I'm trying to be happy, but I guess by what they lost, she was like, oh, I can see myself in this, I can see myself in this, yada, yada, yada. So, yeah, that was Christina and her husband. She has a shady past. I guess she used to be a crackhead, and apparently she probably stole her body because she said she had to do some things to survive. So she has a shady past. But a lot of preachers' wives have a lot of shady passes, and then they get their life together and they become preachers' wives. So I don't see the big deal of her having a shady past. Then we have Tara and her husband. They at the house, they unpacking, and they just sitting there talking, yada, yada, yada. What else? Ivy and her, she goes to Ivy's shop. Ivy goes to Dominique's shop, and they're talking, and then they have, Ivy brings up what happened at the dinner, and so Dominique was just like, what's up with that? And she had her little 2 cents, and I'm sitting there like, how did you guys have 2 cents and gossiping, and y'all supposed to be pretty quiet? Well, I guess they showed you, we do the same thing y'all do. But like I said, who sold in your statement if you showing that you gossip, you judging people on this show? I don't get it. Anyway, so Christina and Anthony, they have a talk with their girls about, he want to have a safe sex talk with this girl. He pulls out condoms, bananas, and I understood where he was coming from, but then the conversation with him went left when he started talking about, I'm trying to teach you guys how to do this and teach you guys about sex because I had STDs and I had this. And I'm sitting there like, his wife was looking at him like, like, that shouldn't have been a conversation for the cameras. That just shouldn't have been a conversation for the cameras. Especially when you're talking to your daughters about sex. Now they have to go back to school for their friends to tell them, oh, your daddy nasty, he had this, he had that. Come on, like, for real. I understand the conversation, and I understand you were trying to scare them or something into not having sex, but it was the way you went about it, and it was on camera, so they have to live with that with their friends. Come on. Anyway, Dominique and her husband, they talking about becoming one again, and he really wants to work things out with her. And she was looking at him like, who you talking to? Like, I'm not really with this. It was just like, give me my church and then I'll talk to you. Give me my something and then I'll talk to you. But right now I ain't trying to hear. So you could tell it's some deep-rooted hurt and resentment or something within a marriage. I guess that'll play out. Ivy and Mark, that's his name, Mark, they go outside with the baby and they're talking and she's telling him she wants to have another baby. He's saying that he's not sure that it's time for them to have another baby. because it's hard now. She like, I don't care, it doesn't matter, I still want a baby. Your baby ain't even 5, baby, you trying to have a baby. I don't get this stair-step baby shit when it's hard to raise kids. So you guys want to have babies like, no. Come on, the church always, God always provide, and I understand that, but it's just, come on now, be realistic. Anyway, Dominique, she invites Tara and Ivy over to her house to kind of feel the girl, Tara, out. And from the gate, Tara is rubbing them the wrong way because she is quoting Bible scriptures, Bible passages every time she talks. So, Dominica was like, look, I want to have a real conversation. I want, when we come as sisterhood wives or whatever they want to be called, I want to be able to let my hair down and be like, girl, this happens, girl. I don't want to be able to don't know scriptures. I don't want to have this church talk. And Tara was like, no, you're not going to change my ways. I rebuke you. So I understood where both of the women was coming from. But, because that's Tara. If that's how she is and that's how she thinks, you cannot change that. She's cuckoo. But that's just, you can't change that. Because I know somebody like that too that I grew up in church with. Regardless of what conversation I have with her, she's still going to bring the scripture. She's still going to bring the Bible into the conversation. I could be trying to just have a girl boom moment, and she's still going to bring some kind of scripture up to just make you try to either feel better or just say, no, this is the way we're supposed to live. So I understood both sides of that conversation. I understand, like, look, we just don't want to talk about church and people at church. We just want to be able to chill. And so I understood that part. But yeah, this was the show. They're going to kind of go down the line of everybody's backstories, I guess, as the season progresses. But that was the show. I don't know who, like I said, I don't know whose soul they trying to save, but it's another ratchet reality show. It's on the TLC channel, so if you don't know, it comes on after the T-Bar show. So, yeah, I'm going to keep watching it because it's a ratchet show and I need to see it, but yeah. So make sure you rate, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter at thaghettoview, THA, not THE. Miss Nika on Instagram. Hold on, Miss Nika at Instagram, MIZZNEKA69, and Facebook me at The Ghetto View. Talk to me and I'll talk back. Make sure you comment, rate, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. All right, peace.